Okay, what's up, y'all? Good morning. I just got off work. Of course I did. But this is a story time about the time that my roommate had a threesome with my man and his friends while I was asleep. So, boom. It all started homecoming weekend. Y'all know, if in college, homecoming is like the vocal point of college. That's the kickstart to a good school year. And it's the funnest event, like all types of stuff. So I've been planning this for months. Like, I didn't get to go my freshman year, so I was so excited to go this year. So I have been planning for months and super excited for it. And so my roommate came with me, and my friend from freshman year came, and her roommate. Cool. So we finna start pre-gaming. We hit the liquor store, because mind you, I don't have a car. My friend don't have a car, and then her roommate don't have a car. But my roommate have a car. She drive a Kia Soul, a little Rubik's Cube, okay? So, boom. We make it to the liquor store. It's about 6 o'clock on a Friday night. And we get ready for these two parties that's coming up. Mind you, it's two of them. One for fraternities, and then it's another one for just, like, everybody who don't live on campus, pretty much. You know what I mean? So, bam. We go to their dorm. We drop them off at their dorm, and we all pre-gaming, we drinking, and we like, okay, be ready by 10, we'll be ready to leave. You know what I mean? So I was like, bet. We like bet, they like bet. So we get dressed, we head back to our dorm, and we get dressed, they get dressed, and pretty much, it's about like 9:40. We almost done getting dressed, so he's like, let's take a few more shots, because I got my bottle of 1800, they got their bottle of Termana. And that's when all of a sudden we get a text around like 9:59. We're literally about to go, and the girl, my friend, and her roommate talk about some weird, they don't want to go with us, they gonna find another ride. I'm like, what? Mind y'all, complete surprise. We just got done drinking together. So who really the weird ones? You know what I mean? Besides the point. So boom, me and my roommate talking about it, kind of heated about it, because dang, how we weird? All of a sudden we weird, but y'all just got done drink with us. So really it was giving user, but hey, forget it. So me and my roommate, we kind of on the way to the party, we talking about it, and mind y'all, my roommate is a stud. You could say she more so on the masculine side, but she also have her feminine moments. She physically looked like a man, but I guess on this particular night, she just decided to dress like a woman. So, hey, do you? She still look like a man, but she got on her short shorts and whatever. And she don't drink, you know what I mean? So it's like, she only took a couple shots. But me, I was chugging the bottle. Ain't nobody finna stop me from having a good time, baby. If you want to be weird, if I'm weird, I guess I'm the weirdest one. I guess I'm an alien. However, we on the way to the party. And when we get there, y'all, it is dummy packed. I'm talking about dummy packed, dummy lit, red hair in, short shorts on, crop top. I'm ready to party. And I'm overly drunk. I'm ready to party. So, bam, we get there. We stand in line. And mind y'all, the line is really long. Everybody around us is like super drunk. So I'm like, well, shoot. I feel like I'm not drunk enough. So I'm like, you want another shot? She said, yeah, you could pour me one. Da da da. I was like, cool, I will. So I run to the car real quick. I chugged the bottle, because I want to be drunk, baby. And mind you, it's only 10. So we was like, okay, we're going to be here for a while. And so I poured her a little double cup in the cups, because we have awesome cups, because we thought it was going to be all four of us. And we ain't all want our same mouth on the bottle. That's just disgusting. But yes. So boom, we get in the party. And I'm lit. I'm so lit. I'm so drunk. I'm having a good time. I'm in and off and on stage. I'm just having a good time. I'm making friends with the people around me. Other girls coming over to me. All types of people just surrounding me. You know what I mean? I'm an energetic aura. Like, I radiate good vibes, especially off that liquor, baby. Off that liquor, you can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. So bam, I look over, y'all, and my roommate is like just in the corner, all ducked off, just not talking to nobody, standoffish. And granted, like, okay, let's say you not as drunk or whatever, but you still had your blunt. You know what I mean? You could have been smoking. You could have been doing anything else. You know what I mean? So, I don't know about y'all, but whenever I go out with my friends, I dance on my friends. I dance on everybody who come with me. Because I don't want nobody, I don't never want to look behind me and somebody else on me and I don't know, and I'm twerking on somebody I don't know. Somebody random. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, I'm with my girl, so I'm going to just chill with my homegirl. You know what I mean? So, bam, I'm dancing on her or whatever. She gonna holler out, Shia, I'm too gay for this. Whoa. Excuse me? Mind y'all, I don't swing that way. I don't swing that way. Never have, never will. So it's really just came out of surprise. It just threw me for a loop because I'm like, whoa. And I was like, I'm just trying to have a good time. You don't look like you having fun. So it's like, I just want to have fun. You know what I mean? So that's when the DJ was like, I'm going to grab 20 of the baddest girls in the club. I'm going to bring y'all on stage. And y'all come get y'all a free shot. I was like, oh, snap. So I'm turned around. Before I can even finish saying what I have to say to her, I turned around looking for all the girls. You know what I mean? Because mind y'all, I'm surrounded by baddies. I'm surrounded by baddies. So I'm like, shoot, where they at? You know what I mean? And that's when I feel somebody grab me and pull me on stage. Because we was by the stage the whole time. Like in front row of the stage the whole time. But she was standoffish in the corner by the speakers. Your eardrums don't hurt? Girl. So I get pulled onto the stage. I look, it's the promoter. And I'm center of attention. I'm like, oh, snap. Oh, snap. I'm up here. I'm one of the baddies. So I was like, okay. And that's when I look and I'm like, get on stage with me. I'm trying to sneak my homegirl on the stage with me. Because she's just sitting there. I'm like, come on, come on. She's like, no, I don't want to go up there. I looked and said, okay, whatever. So I just started dancing with the girls on stage, all the baddies. Because if you want to be ugly in the corner by the speakers where your eardrums hurt. Okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have a good time. So, bam. After a while of just partying, she's still standoffish. I'm just dancing. I'm like, at this point, girl, I'm done with you. I don't even want to be around you. Your energy is weird. You're being weird. And it's just like, okay, whatever. So, boom. After a while, the party start to end. And we make our way outside, because at this time, it's like 2 o'clock now. You know what I mean? We've been here for almost 4 hours. It's just, I'm burnt out. Okay. And so we get to the car. Sorry, y'all. But yeah, we get to the car. And I'm driving by. And I see the dude that I'm talking to. Mind y'all, we and him been talking for like 2.5 months now. So it's nothing out the ordinary. He already knew I was going to be out. I already knew he was going to be out because it's homecoming weekend. Everybody is outside. You know what I mean? So I see him. I yelled out the way. I said, what's up? And they're like, hey, calling me over. I was like, okay. We park our car. We park her car, because that Kia Soul is for her. We parked the car, and we go over there to where they at. It's him and his 2 other friends. And then it's this Charger right next to him. And it's just the whole other people just leaving the party. Everybody in their own little group saying, hey, cool. We stop by, say what's up to him and to his homeboys. And I introduce her to them, too. You know what I mean? And so we talking, we chatting. Everybody having a good time. And this big old Oompa Loompa ogre, big ass milk dud looking nigga come over with a little to none in his cup as shot of who knows what. Mind y'all, we drinking dark liquor. We was drinking light. Sorry, we was drinking light liquor. He had dark liquor. Okay? Mind y'all, my roommate ain't been talking, ain't really been doing nothing, ain't really been trying to do nothing. So I was like, okay. And all of a sudden, she just seemed to be having the best time ever. And that he came over, dry the boat. Basically pouring the bottle in our mouths. I said, nah, I'm cool. I said, I got my own bottle. I could drive my own boat. You know what I mean? I said, I'm the captain. I'm driving this boat. And all of a sudden, my roommate come jumping all up and down. Okay. And just starts gulping down this bottle of who knows what. I said, hey, you tripping. I was like, hey, you tripping. I said, what you doing? She's talking about something. Oh, it's just this little drink, da-da-da. Mind y'all, she don't even drink. She wasn't even trying to drink with me. But all of a sudden, you see this nigga, and then gave him her number. I was like, whoa. Mind y'all, my roommate is like 5'2", 95 pounds. This nigga is 6'1", 498 pounds. I was like, yeah, okay. So, boom. After I was like, hey, you shouldn't do that because we don't really know this nigga. And I don't know what's in his bottle and it's half drinking. Matter of fact, you just took the last bit of it. You know what I mean? So that's when I'm leaning on the charger. We still talk. I let that slide because it's like, okay, maybe you wasn't having fun and that's your way of having fun. Is drinking a little bit more, I guess. But I'm leaning on this charger because it is a nice charger, but I'm also tired. You know what I mean? So, and we sitting talking. And all of a sudden, the owner of this charger come up to me. Mind you, this nigga's like 5'1", dark skin, boneless dreads, barely got any teeth in his mouth. And he's like, hey, shawty, what's up? What's your number? Mind you, I'm sitting right next to the nigga that I'm talking to. And not even just not trying to disrespect nobody because I'm not nobody's girl. But it's also, sir, please move. Don't nobody want you but this car. Okay? And I was like, no, I'm good. He said, well, get off my car then. So we going back and forth or whatnot. And then he asked my roommate, now, wasn't she being rude? Da da da. I was in my room and was like, I don't got nothing to do with this. I don't got nothing to do with this. I turn over. I'm like, what? I'm like, despite why you defending this nigga? You don't even know him, bitch. We've been cool. But it's like, it kind of threw me off. I was like, okay, I don't care. And then that's when the dude I was talking to, he was like, hey, chill out, da da da. So he drives off. Cool. And I go to my room and I pull her to the side. I was like, I don't really like how you just did that. I said, I know you longer than you knew him. You only met this nigga for 55 seconds and you already defended him? Please. And so that's when I told her, she's like, I'm sorry, I just didn't know what to say. I was like, yeah, okay, cool, whatever. Mind you, this is her second time throwing me off. So that's when the dude I was talking to, his homies went to go grab their car, and as soon as they start walking towards it, all we hear is gunshots. Bitch, gunshots. So we dip. And mind you, we just parked right there, and they parked across the thing, right? And so everybody just dispersed, but the dude that I was talking to jumped in the car with us. Cool. We on our way to who knows where. We just was driving. And he got on the phone with his homeboys. He's like, where y'all at? Meet us at the McDonald's so we could drop him off. Mind y'all, my roommate a little tipsy, you know what I mean? I wouldn't say she tipsy or nothing, because mind y'all, we've been at this party for 4 hours. It's been 4 hours since you even took a shot. And it's hot in there, so I'm sure you was sobering up. You know what I mean? But me, I'm still in the car taking some more shots, you know what I mean? Just chilling, because it's like, okay, I'm ready to wind down anyways. So might as well take a couple more before I get ready to go. Cool, he talking about he holla out, said, what y'all got planned for the rest of the night? Because it's like 2:30, you know what I mean? So it's like, what y'all got planned for the rest of the night? Da da da. And my roommate was like, we ain't got nothing planned. What's up? I look over. I said, what? What's, bitch, the sky? I'm like, I'm already drunk and already tired and my legs hurt. And I've been on stage all night. So I want to recap. You know what I mean? And then, mind y'all, we got other stuff going on tomorrow. So it's like our weekend not even over. It just started. We don't have to be out all night the first night. You know what I mean? So that's when he was like, man, we just got a telly. Da-da-da. Do y'all trying to come? I was like, I ain't really trying to go nowhere else. I mean, I said, I'm kind of tired. You know what I mean? And my room is like, come on, it'll be fun. Da-da-da. We could just stay for a little bit. Whenever you feel uncomfortable, we could just go. Whenever you're ready to go. I was like, I don't really know. I said, because I don't really want to go to no hotel. I said, now, if it was like a different party or something, then it would be different because we actually doing something. But a hotel, why? You know what I mean? Then we the only girls. I'm like, why? And she was like, okay, it'll be fun just whenever. And that's when he was like, come on, it'll be fun. I was like, I'm going to stay. I'm going to go because, okay, I don't want to just be boring. But it's also like, she going to do what she wants to at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So, hey, and you driving me. You know what I mean? So it's like, and which is I can't Uber. But it's also, I want you to be safe too. You know, despite of. So we get to the telly. And the most rundown shit I ever seen in my life. I'm looking around like, what the crap are we? Where are we? You know what I mean? I said, I'm like, where are we? I'm looking at her like, what is this? And I'm looking at him, I'm like, they're like, what's wrong? I'm like, what is this? How much did this cost? $55 for whatever. Due off. Matter of fact, I'm already ready to go. Drop me off. Drop me off. But that's when she seemed like she having a good time. She bouncing around. Mind y'all, she looked like a nigga. And you surrounded by niggas. And now all of a sudden you all happy and in a good mood. All of a sudden you jolly go lucky. But we was just at a party and you wasn't doing nothing. You know what I mean? So it threw me off, to say the least. So we get in the room. And I sit on the one, because it's 2 beds in the room. It's one from the far left by the window, and then it's one closest to the door on the far right. I was sitting right there with my bottle with a pillow over me on my phone. You know, just scoping the scenery out. Because, mind you, I only know him and her. I don't know them. You know what I mean? And she don't either. She don't know nobody but me. So it's like, okay. And as the night started to progress, it's getting like later in the night. It's like 4 o'clock by now. And, you know, they smoke. I don't smoke. So they was rolling up woods. And they had another bottle. A full one, by the way. And she drinking out their bottle. They asked me to drink some of their stuff. But I was like, no, I'm straight. I got my own stuff. You know what I mean? I'm strictly one liquor only. You know, but she taking shot after shot after shot, just going crazy. I was like, what the? I said, what? I was so confused, y'all. Like, I was genuinely so confused. How did you just switch all of a sudden? You know what I mean? But you know how girls get whenever they get in front of a bunch of dudes. They don't know how to act. You know what I mean? But, yeah. And I see them play fighting. His friends was play fighting with her. And they touching her butt. And she just letting them. I'm like, what are you doing? And she was like, oh, I'm just having fun. I'm straight. I'm having fun. And I was like, okay. But, okay. So at this point, it's like 4:30ish, and everybody just go quiet. You know what I mean? Everybody on their phones. They having side conversations. She over there rolling up too. Everybody just quiet. And I just took a big shot of my bottle. So I'm already like, you know, because I was already tired, y'all. And one thing led to another, and I was just literally dozing off in a pillow. That's all I remember. And as I'm dozing off, I wake up. And by the way, don't ask me why I dozed off. I was sleepy, y'all. Okay, I was sleepy. I was sleepy. Sorry, y'all, my video cut off. But I was dozing off, and all of a sudden, I wake back up, and all the lights is off, first of all. I'm like, what the? I'm looking around, because I'm just now, like, dazed. And mind you, I'm still a little drunk. So I'm like, what the crap? I'm like, the lights is off, and it's pure silence. I'm thinking, damn, I'm left. You know what I mean? But I look over to my right. Y'all, why the do I see my roommate, my nigga, his 2 friends having like a threesome? I'm talking, it's one on the back, it's one on the top, it's one on the bottom. At this point, they was just fucking each other. Y'all, it was the craziest shit I ever seen. I kid you not. And at first, I'm like, my roommate in danger. So I looked for a minute. I'm like, this bitch the one who initiated it. I was like, I couldn't even talk. Y'all, I chose violence.